today is, I think, the fourth day of our programs, right? For me, the topic's name is academic reading and taking note. So we have to focus how to read and how to take the note. So about reading and taking note, there is the important things. Yeah, I keep the title, subtitle here. Enter. Yeah, that content. I will share the knowledge regarding the essential requirement for reading academic sources, and then reading academically and taking note. 3 main points. Even though that main topic is academic reading, but we need to read academic work. So that is why, first of all, I would like to introduce what are the academic works. So academic sources we need to know. That is why I give the subtitle essential requirement for reading academic sources. Yesterday, Venerable Achina, Venerable Dr. Achina, Professor Achina, he gave the lecture regarding the literature reviews. So literature review also related to this academic reading. After reading, you can review. So that is why they are related to each other. The most essential requirement before reading sources is collecting reliable sources. This is very important because for academic work, we have to cite, we have to reference academic books, academic journal, and something like this. So that is why they should be reliable, the sources. To read, we have to collect the sources. So these sources should be reliable, right? So to be reliable, they should be scholarly sources. Why they are important? Citing scholarly sources in our research make our argument strong. When we write thesis, we have to present some argument, some counter argument related to our topic. So that is why our argument or our solution should be strong. If they want to give strong evidence and strong argument, they should be reliable. Therefore, citing scholarly sources in our research make our argument strong, and they establish the credibility of our research, making it more trustworthy. If we use the reliable sources or the scholarly work, our thesis, our paper are trustworthy. If we use some sources, they are not reliable or they are not scholarly work at the time, our paper, our thesis is weak, not strong. So that is why if we cite scholarly work, it makes our thesis or our paper trustworthy. The sources contain verified expert knowledge leading authority to our work. So if we use the sources, the scholarly sources, so these sources are expert, include expert knowledge, verified expert knowledge, leading authority to our work. Because of these strong evidence and strong sources, because they provide primary evidence serving as the main object of analysis or offering an assignment evidence. If we use primary sources, the primary sources serve the main object of analysis of our offering as assignment evidence. And assignment evidence means this when we do research, we have to find new knowledge and new contributes. So that is why primary gives offer and assignment evidence. Primary sources ensure authenticity in research by providing direct evidence and first-hand account. First-hand account means our own writing. So that is why therefore the sources, reliable sources is very important in our thesis. They have established the context of our research, highlighting the relevant problems or questions. These elements are crucial for producing rigorous and reliable research. Therefore, the collected sources should be reliable or scholarly work, right? Because they are very important to be good research, to be good a thesis. We have to cite the scholarly works as well as reliable sources. So before reading books or journals or texts, we have to guess whether they are reliable or not. When we go to a library, there are so many books. So some books are related to our research directly or indirectly. At that time, we have to choose which one is suitable for our thesis. So that is why we have to guess whether they are reliable or not for our topic or for our thesis. Examine author of books, articles, journal, etc. They have to be credible. The author should be authentic. So firstly, we have to examine. We have to examine the author of the books. They are, when we cast the sources, whether they are reliable or not, we can examine the author. We have to check firstly the author. Author is very important sometimes because, for example, and now until Bhikkhu Bodhi, Bhikkhu Nalayo, they are the authentic author. So that is why before reading, we have to consider the author is authentic or not. If we collect the data, if we collect the sources, these sources, they are written by authentic scholar. This is a proper choosing for our topics. So that is why, firstly, we have to examine the author or books or articles or channels or etc. This is the first step. When we check the sources that they are reliable or not, we can examine firstly the author. And then we can scrutinize the publisher. Publisher also important one. For example, nowadays we use so many books published by so many publishers. Often, Western publication. For some books, very expensive, published by Western publication, because this publisher is authentic one. Because before publishing books or articles, they check and they allow the excellent books or articles. That is why the publisher is also important. So we need to check the publisher. It should be credible. In our country, maybe Kabai publication, Kabai, this is also credible. Another one is check the date of publication. Regarding it, the researcher has to consider his research type and field to check the date. Why we need to check the date? For historical, philosophical, religious research, etc., both the older primary sources and recent secondary sources can be used for historical, philosophical, religious research. Because historical research, the history start long ago, so that is why we can use old primary sources. Philosophical research also we can use. And also religious research. We can use older primary sources and recent scholarly secondary sources can be used. For published health theories, economical, scientific research, etc., modern scholarly sources must be used. Before reading, we have to choose like that. Because public health change every year, and economic theory also change every year, and scientific experience like that change every year. So that is why we have to write the paper regarding this field. We need to use modern scholarly sources, right? So that is why to good research, we have to do, before reading books or articles, something like that, we have to check like that. We have to check they are reliable or not, because reliable sources lead our thesis to be a good one. So firstly, we need to check the author, and secondly, we have to scrutinize the publisher, and then we have to check the date. 3 points, right? 3 points. Author, publisher, date. These 3 points are very important before reading. We have to choose in the library, when we go to library, there are so many books we have to choose regarding our topic. This one is who wrote this book? The author, what is the author of this book? We have to choose. It is very important. Some authors, maybe some candidate, they give reference from Facebook. Sometimes we find the reference from Facebook. It is not good because the author is not authentic, right? And also Wikipedia. Wikipedia is also weak, not strong, because every person they write and they upload on the internet, and they are not reliable because the author is not authentic. And also publisher, credible publisher is also required, and date also need to check because. But now our Buddhist study is a religious study. That is why we can use both, right? Both older primary sources and recent scholarly sources we can use. But if we do research regarding public health theory, economic scientific research, at the time we have to consider the date. The source should be up to date, right? Up to date. When we use the online sources, we need to consider who is behind the websites, whether the source is scholarly works or not. It is also important. As I said earlier, the Wikipedia, something like that, they are not credible, but they are not authentic. Now, our main things here, reading academically, and studying the sources. So, do you understand the first point? We need to choose the reliable sources because they help our thesis to be excellent one, right? The second part here, reading academically or understanding the sources. After collecting the sources, such as a book, articles, journals, articles, etc., related to our research, they should be read carefully. Firstly, we need to read at least their abstract, contents, introduction, and conclusion. This is also important thing because when we write thesis, we need so many sources. We call it here and there. They are related to our topics. They call it so many authors, so many primary sources and secondary sources. At the time, we have to read them firstly, roughly, not in detail, because so many, but we call it. Which one is suitable for our thesis? We don't know. So that is why we have to read one by one. We have to read. At the time, we can't read in detail. We can't read in detail. That is why at least we have to read the abstract, contents, introductions, and conclusions. Very important. Why we need to read abstract, content, introduction, and conclusion. Why? By reading abstract, we can know the essence or the essence of the whole here, the essence of the whole topics of paper, essence of paper. As a research paper, the most important parts such as a research statement or research problem, aims, scope, methodology, result of research, our research can be seen there, right? So when we read the abstract, we have to find out this one. What is the research statement in his abstract? What is the research problem? What are the aims? What is the scope of his work? What are his methodology? Or what is the result of his research? We can see in the abstract. So abstract is, so that is what the essence of the whole topic. So by reading the abstract, we can see this one, right? Not only reading, but also when you write, at the time you can use this one. When we write abstract, we have to add the research statement and research problem or scope and methodology, the result of research. We have to add in our abstract. So therefore, we can say reading is not understanding the soul, but also it leads our writing, right? By reading, we can write. By reading more and more, we can write more and more. So that is why by reading, we have to search in the abstract of a paper or a book. We have to find out this why. By reading context, we can see the structure of a book or paper as well as its components, right? When we go to Rimley, at the time we read, maybe I think most of the candidates, they personally read the title and context, right? They search regarding our topic, which one is related to our topic, they search and then they give the mark, right? Yeah. So that is why by reading contents, we can see the structure of a book or paper as well as its component. Component means the participant or in the thesis, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Read this chapter, how to construct and how to do the order, logical order or chronological order or something like that. So we can see in the context the point. By reading the introduction, we can see the background of present work, right? When we write introduction, we have to give the background of our study. So that is why when we read others' book at the time, we can see the background of this work in the introduction. And important issues related to topics also we can see in the introduction. And the framework of the whole books or paper we can see in the introduction. This is a roadmap, right? Introduction is like a roadmap. You can how to read in the book, how the author arrange his paper. We can see in the introduction, and we can see also the background and important issues which related to, which are related to the topic, our topic. By reading conclusion, as a research paper, we can see the contribution or new finding of researcher and his suggestion for further research regarding his topic, right? In the conclusion, as a research paper, not mean others paper. For research paper, we can see the contribution, the new contribution of the researcher and his new finding. They have to be added in the conclusion and further research suggestion you can see there. So that is why when we go to library, after collecting the books, at the time we have to read firstly abstract, and then context, and then introduction, and then conclusion. We no need to read in detail the main thesis in detail. Firstly, we have to, after reading these five, we can understand, oh, this book or this article is directly related to my paper. At the time, we can collect other books. No need to collect, right? So that is why before collecting the books or sources, we have to do like that. When we read a topic, this is letter entity. When we read a topic, one of the important points is to find out its topic center. Because it is the principal sentence of topics what the author present, right? Some writer, even though they write the passage, one passage, first passage, second passage, but they don't add the topic center. But in scholarly work, or scholarly work, the scholar, they write like that, they put the research topics at the first line or second line or the last line of the first paragraph. So I will give the example after giving another point. I will give assignment, and one paper. This assignment you have to do in the class today. So together me. Okay, so that is why when we read a topic, firstly we have to search what is the topic center, because this topic center show how the author, what the author's present in his topic. So most of the scholars, they give the topic sentence at the first line or second line or the last line of first paragraph. They usually give for scholarly work. To develop a sufficient understanding, we need to read it twice at least. If necessary, it should be read until understand. Now we have to read in detail, not roughly, to develop a sufficient understanding. When we read the abstract, contents, conclusion, introduction, conclusion, at the time, we cannot know the whole topic. We know a little. The knowledge is not sufficient. So to develop a sufficient knowledge, sufficient understanding, we need to read it twice at least. Twice. How many times? Twice. If necessary, it should be read and they understand again and again and again. It is when we read first time, that how the other say, we are not clear. They are saying at the first time. But when we read secondly, at the time, our knowledge is little clear and clear. So that is why we have to read and understand, but at least twice. The first reading should be to find out the facts and arguments. The soul is making. First reading should be to find out the facts and argument. When we read the book in detail at the time, we have to find out the facts. What is the author? What are how the author present in his work, or how the author give the argument? We have to find out. In this time, we need to focus the following first. What did the author say? When we read a book at a time, some people they read one sentence to another and very quickly, but after reading, they don't receive any knowledge. They are following the writer. So for academic reading, we have to, when we read the source at the time, we have to focus. What is the author saying? What is the author saying? This is the first one. What is the purpose of author in this topic? What is the purpose of author? What are the aims of author? We have to focus. What is the argument of author? Argument, we have to find out also argument. How he give argument. Which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? Which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? So these points have to be focused, right? The first one is, what is the author saying? The second one is, what is the purpose of author? The third one is, what is the argument of author? The fourth one is, which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? So we have to focus these points. When we do the assignment, this paper, we have to focus 3 points, right? This is for the past reading. For second reading, the second reading is to understand how argument is made. This is more detailed. The second reading is to understand how argument is made. In this time, we have to focus only argument, right? We have to focus argument. In this time, we need to determine whether we agree or disagree with this statement, with this argument. we need to decide in this time. Because some other they give argument, they against sometimes they against the commentary, sub-commentary, something like that. At that time, we have to consider his argument is I agree his argument or not. We have to consider in this state. If the author's purpose and argument is agreeable and support our opinion, we should keep such kind of sources to incorporate into our writings as supporting fact, right? When we read, for example, we read the Shin Chanaka sometimes we read at the time his present is regarding according to the Pali Canon and Athagara. At the time, we think of this statement is useful for my thesis. We agree his writing, his presenting. So at that time, we need to keep such kind of sources. Why we need to keep to incorporate in our writing as a supporting fact? When we write the thesis, we can use this statement as a supporting fact. Supporting fact means when we keep the some presenting at the time to be strong our opinion, we need to give sometimes primary sources, sometimes secondary sources. So to give such kind of sources, we have to such kind of sources, right? Because they can support our thesis as a supporting fact. Another point here. If we disagree with the supposed purpose or argument or order, we also should take such sources for counter-argument in our thesis, right? Sometimes we read, for example, I found so many arguments or analysis in his thesis when I read, because most of the Western scholars, they never focus the sub-commentary, abhidhamma. So that is why some opinions agree with our opinion. Their statement and their statement don't agree our opinion and our traditional commentary and sub-commentary. So at the time, we should take such sources for counter-argument in our thesis. So that is why 2 points. The agreeable sources should be taken, and disagreeable sources also should be taken. Right? Agreeable sources can use supporting sentence. Disagreeable sources can use counter-argument, right? So that is why when we read, we have to follow this principle. At least we have to read twice. Before reading twice, firstly we have to read roughly, right? So many books, when we call it, at the time we have to, we cannot read in detail one by one. So that is why we have to read firstly roughly, and abstract, introduction, contents, introduction and conclusion. We have to read at least. And then when we read the topics, we have to find out the topic sentence and how the author presents his topic. And also when we read the topic or the paper, we have to read at least twice. For the first reading, we have to focus here 4 points. What is the author saying? What is the purpose of author? What is the argument of author? Which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? For the first reading. And then for the second reading, in this stage, we have to determine the argument. The arguments of others scholar or others author, they are agreeable or disagreeable. And we find agreeable, so that at the time we have to collect. When we find disagreeable, so that we have to collect. When they related to our topics, we have to collect because we can use counter argument. Here, this point also here. The author, the argument of author, the author who is credible author, because some writer, they are not authentic, they are not credible. They write, they give some statement as they understand. At the time, the author is not reliable or the author is not scholar. At the time, we cannot keep the counter argument because sometimes maybe when we read the book Abhijay, at the time he get he says something like that, and at the time his writing is not good, not proper, something like that. We keep counter argument. This is not proper way because this author is not authentic. Right? Here, the purpose or arguments or order, at that time the author should be credible. Maybe Bhikkhu Nalio, maybe Bhikkhu Bodhi, Rupa Katen, a famous scholar. When we read their books, at the time, some statement, their argument are not agreeable with our opinion. At the time, we have to collect this statement to use counter argument or to use a research problem, to do the research problem, to create, right? When we read some disagreeable statement, at the time we have to collect. We can create research problem in our topic, and we can give counter argument. Okay. Yeah, this is an example for academic reading. I have already given the paper here. This is the statement from the book, the right path to realization of Nibbana, Bhikkhu Nalio, Satipatthana. This is his thesis, PhD thesis. I took from this book. So before reading this statement, this topic, so now the time is maybe 1 hour. So do you want to take a rest for 10 minutes, or you can continue?
Take a break. That would be great.
Okay, okay. You can now you can take a rest and you can read this statement maybe for 10 or 15 minutes. After reading, after taking rest, we can meet again and discuss regarding this topic. right? Okay, thank you. You have you read? Yeah. You can see this passage. The book, the direct path to we can the direct path to realization or Nibbana. Page number 29 and 23, 29 and 30. One point six. The term Satipatthana. Here the author, Bhikkhu Analayo, he discussed regarding the term Satipatthana, how the what Satipatthana construct, or how the Satipatthana what derive. So to by reading this topic, as I said earlier, first of all, we need to check the topic sentence. In this topic, can you see the topic sentence? Which one is the topic sentence?
That's like it.
Do you understand? Can you see?
The very first sentence of the paragraph. The task people are going to explain, and then by our tradition.
Okay, the beginning.
The beginning of the paragraph.
Yeah. Here, the term Satipatthana can be explained as a compound of sati, mindfulness or awareness, and upatthana, with the ut of the letter term dropped by power illusion. So this pasana is a topic, we can say topic sana, because for this topic, the author want to say, he want to present about Satipatthana. So that is why he introduced what Satipatthana how the Satipatthana is constructed of form here, sati and upatthana. According to Bhikkhu Analayo, the word Satipatthana derived from two words, sati and upatthana. So at the beginning he introduced this sentence to his topics. That is why this sentence can be called topic sentence, because he wants to see the whole paragraph, the whole topic. He wants to say about Satipatthana. So that is why it can be called topic sentence. Some writer, they present not like. Sometimes the writer in the Buddha teaching, Satipatthana is very important. Maybe in the teaching of the Buddha's teach the Dhamma for 45 years among them, Satipatthana is very important, something like that, maybe. So, for such kind, regarding such kind of writing, the author at the beginning he gave the Senate. The Buddha preached the Dhamma for 45 years. This is not topic Senate. Among them, Satipatthana is very important. This is topic Senate. So that is why topic Senate is the main themes of the whole topic. So in this passage, in this topic, now we can see the topic Senate. So here, according to first reading, point. The first one is, what is the author saying? By reading this passage, how you understand the author? What is the presentation of author? What is the author saying here? Satipatthana. So after reading this passage, we can see, we can understand. The author writes about Satipatthana. This is what is the author saying. What is the purpose of author? Can you see? What is the purpose of order? Now here, roughly, the order states, Satipatthana is combining two words, Sati and Upatthana. He want to say Satipatthana is not combining the Sati and Patthana. In the commentary define Satipatthana is a combination of two words, Sati and Patthana. But he want to say that Satipatthana is not a combination of Sati and Patthana, but it is a combination of Sati and Upatthana. So that is why he would like to explain for this subtopic. The author want to say he want to explain the combination of the terminology or the etymology of Satipatthana, right? The author want to say his purpose is he want to show the etymology of Satipatthana, right? This is the purpose of author. What is the arguments of author? Here, after reading, we can see the second paragraph here. The commentator, however, derives Satipatthana from the word foundation or cause. Foundation or cause, Patthana. This seems unlikely since the discourses contained in the Pali Canon, the corresponding Patthati never occur together with Sati. So the author, Bhikkhu Naliyo, he said like that. He said, when we read the early Pali Canon, the word Patthana never appear together with Sati. But in the Pali Canon, in the early Pali Canon, the word Sati appear together with Upatthana. So that is why he want to say the exposition or commentary is not proper, right? He want to say here. So that is why this is his argument. We find here his argument. So which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? So to support his argument, first of all, he used the Pali Canon, right? Early Pali Canon he showed, and then finally he used the Sanskrit what he at the last sentence of the final passage. Satipatthana is a question or nature of the object that is chosen then. Satipatthana and Sanskrit, from Sanskrit. So he used the Sanskrit source. Yeah. The second passage, page number 30. In fact, the equivalent Sanskrit term Samtyupathana, which shows that Upathana or its Pali equivalent Upathana is the correct choice for the compound. So that is why he used the evidence from Pali Canon and Ali Pali Canon and Sanskrit text, right? This is these are his evidence. So that is why after reading this passage, we have to understand. Firstly, what is the author saying? What is the purpose of author? What is the argument of author? Which kind of evidence does he or she use to support the argument? Right? So now we will learn from first passage. Who can explain the first paragraph? What is the presentation of author? How he want to present in the first paragraph? Who want to explain? You can present as you understand, as you are understanding, right? Honorable, please explain. Please give your understanding for first paragraph. How do you understand?
I think the author is trying to Hello. To my mind, I think the Bhikkhu Nalyo is trying to explain every possible ways of the explanation of Satipatthana. I think it looks like the Tapana in our Dhammasya method.
Yeah.
I understand like this.
Yeah. So this is pastor, or he maybe he create the problem. Research statement.
Yeah,
He create here. Satipatthana is not sati and patthana, but it is sati and upathana. He create by showing the evidence, canonical evidence.
Canonical evidence, yes.
Yeah. So here, this is for past reading. First reading, you know now what is the author saying. The author saying about Satipatthana, right?
Yes.
And secondly, what is the purpose of author? He want to show the etymology of Satipatthana
in every possible way.
Yeah. What is the argument of author?
I think the arguments come after the first paragraph.
Yeah. Satipatthana is sati and upathana. Yes, this is his argument. And which kind of evidence he show? Which evidence? Canonical evidence or something like that?
Sanskrit evidence.
For this first paragraph, canonical evidence, right? In the early canonical text, there is no Patthana together with sati, right?
Yes.
So this is part for first reading. And then you have to read again. And at the time, you have to determine whether you agree or disagree with his opinion. Agree or not agree. According to second paragraph, the commentator, he explained, he defined the Satipatthana is Sati and Patthana. Sati and Patthana. But Bhikkhu Nalayo like the etymology Sati and Upatthana. So, do you agree or not agree?
Currently, I have no idea yet.
Yeah.
Because it's also reasonable too.
Yeah. So, but first of all, in our tradition, the Atthagara is a reliable source. So that is why this statement we have to focus. We have to how can I say? The statement of Atthagara should be respect. So that is why the opinion of Nalayo and Bhikkhu Nalayo and the statement of Atthagara against. So that is why we have to collect at the time. This statement should be collect to do argument, counter argument or something like that. We have to correct such kind of sources in the note. When we find some agreement point, another places or Palikano, at the time we can use this statement for supporting sentence in our thesis. But this statement is not proper, not agreeable according to our commentary tradition. At the time we can do counter argument. So that is why such kind of should be correct.
Should be correct.
Right?
Yes.
And another passage. Who want to present what you are understanding. Second paragraph. The commentator, however, Tirai, the Satipatthana from something like that.
The second paragraph, the Palitan Upatthana. The Palitan Upatthana literally means place near. After the Bhikkhu Nalayo had described the Satipatthana, he explained the meaning of Upatthana.
Yeah.
He explained the meaning of Upatthana. He gave two meanings. The two meanings for Upatthana. The first one is Plesinia, the second is being present and attendance. So he gave three definitions of Upatthana. Plesinia, being present and attending. He gave three definitions of Upatthana.
Yes, of course.
So, as the evidence he has given is Blazenia Marush West 42 from the book of Marush West. He gave evidence.
Yeah.
So for the second passage, the Bhikkhu Nalayo gives explanation of Upatthana for three meanings. This is my understanding, sir.
Yeah. So after reading and after understanding such kind of knowledge, we have to consider. Finally, we have to consider this statement. Do you agree or not agree with this statement? You have to consider.
For the meaning of Upathana, I agree. Pleasania, being present, attendant, I agree with Bhikkhu Nalayo. But something I don't agree with Bhikkhu Nalayo because in the Pali word we can see Sati Patthana, not Upathana. Tati and Patthana. No, we cannot see power, we cannot see. So, but Bhikkhu Nalayo explained the Tati is combination of Tati Upathana.
Yeah.
Tati Upathana. So, but we can see Tati Upathana easily, but we cannot see Tati Upathana.
Yeah.
We cannot see Tati Upathana. So, the meaning of Upathana, I agree, but the combination of Tati Upathana, I did not agree with Bhikkhu Nalayo.
Yeah, yeah. So, to be.
What is your way to combine this one? You have any idea?
Tati Upathana? What?
Yes. What is your idea? Because you are not agree with this idea.
Yes.
So what is your idea?
Because we can see Tati Patthana, we cannot see Tati Upathana.
Yeah, I understand.
So
Yes.
he want to say, according to grammatical point of view,
Yes.
to finish the word satipatthana, we cannot join sati and upatthana,
Upatthana.
because upa is this is a prefix. We
Yes.
cannot omit only u. If we omit the prefix, we have to omit two
Yes,
letters.
two consonants, yes, two letters. Upa.
Upa, yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is why such kind of sources, if you find out from reading, at the time you have to take this statement to
But,
do for your counter argument, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Why Bhikkhu Nalayo says Tadipatthana is combination of Tadi and Upathana? He says Marus was just the book from the book of Maru was just he take this definition Tadi and Upathana
yeah.
and then like that.
But even the commentator, he explained Satipatthana is Sati and Patthana. But later, he give the Patthana is in the meaning of Upathana.
Yes.
Upatthapetiti
Yes.
Upathana.
But Upathana, Bhikkhu Nalayo, this kind of Upathana, from which sources take this Upathana?
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
And also he explained the word Patthana appear in later period in Abhidhamma and in Abhidhamma and some commentary that the word Patthana is found.
Yes.
So after reading, we have to understand like that. So this such kind of understanding is came from academic reading, right?
Yes, sir.
some when we propose we doing research, we read a lot of books. At the time we read one by one, but we never find out such kind of knowledge. Now we are doing research. So at the time when we read any book or article, we have to find out such kind of understanding, right? This is academic reading. Academic reading mean like that. So we have to understand. We should not follow according to the opinion or author.
Author, yes,
We
sir.
have to think. His opinion is agreeable or disagreeable. We have to think. One, we find that agreeable sources we have to take. And also, when we find out disagreeable sources, we also have to take to give the counter argument. So now I give you how to, I share you how to read the passage and how to find out the argument. After understanding, we have to take note, right?
Yes.
This session is to take note. We have no time, so that is why we were called to take note, how to take a note. Taking note here. Page number 3, taking note. After understanding the sources by reading academically, we have to take note systematically. We have to take note systematically. Oh, what is the problem? Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Taking note. After understanding the sources, we have to take note from collected sources systematically. To take note systematically, we can use table as follows here. This is my creation. When I do my thesis, I use such kind of table. Here in the table, we can create a row and column. This is row, column. First column, we have to put keyword. And secondly, we have to in the second row, second column, we have to give the original sources. We have to take original sources, and that column, all remark. In the fourth column, order, and that fifth column, title. The sixth column, publisher, place, and date of publication, and page number. You can create such kind of table, not difficult, right?
Yes.
You can create by with Microsoft Word. Oh, yeah. This is my taking note here. Keyword. This is original sources. This is remark, all remark. This is the order. This is the title, publication, and page number. Here the first column here, Satipatthana. And I take the statement from Bhikkhu Nalaya here, the commentary, however, derived Satipatthana from the word foundation or cause. This seems unlikely since in the discourses contained in the Pali Canon, the corresponding verb patahati never occur together with sati. Something like that. That this is the original sources. Because within this statement, we can create some problematic point here. We see here. So that is why I took this original sources, and then I give remark. Although Bhikkhu Nalaya criticized the commentary interpretation, it seems that probably he is not clear what the commentator means in this case. Because this is a little statement, but when we read completely, the commentator define 3 definitions for Satipatthana. Satiya, Patthana, Satipatthana, Sati, this is Chatti Tabulisa Samasa. Satiya Patthana, another definition is Satiya Patthana, Satipatthana, this is Tatiya Tabulisa Samasa. The last one is Sati Yewa Patthana, Satipatthana. This is Kamadharya Samasa. Of them, the last one, Sati Yewa Patthana, Satipatthana. This is the favorite of the commentator. The last one, Sati Yewa Patthana, Satipatthana. It focused Sati. According to the last definition, that its definition focus the nature of Sati. So that is why the commentator liked the last definition, not the first 2 definitions. The basis or the cause or the basis of Satipatthana, the foundation of mindfulness. Satiya Patthana, Satipatthana, the foundation of mindfulness. Satiya Patthana, this is the cause of Satipatthana. But the commentator talk like this. The commentator didn't like such first 2 explanations. He liked the last one. But Bhikkhu Nalaya do not understand the last one. Sati Yewa Patthana, Satipatthana. So that is why he kicked argument on the commentary explanation. That is why I take the statement from the Bhikkhu Nalaya book and I give all remark here. Although Bhikkhu Nalaya criticized the commentary interpretation, it seems that probably he is not clear what the commentator mean in this case. This is all remark. Just own remark. And I put here Bhikkhu Nalaya, the author. And then Satipatthana, the direct path to realization. And then this is a publication and date and page number. Why I create like that? Because when we use this soul in our thesis, we can use this original source as primary, as secondary source. You can take here, you can take copy and paste. We can put easily here in our thesis. You can take, and also why I choose this statement, because Bhikkhu Nalaya argues the commentary explanation. That is why I took this statement. And also I take the order, time, the publication page in this order, because according to this is referencing style, Chicago. We can take the order, time, and this is a place, publication, and date, and page number. This is the order of Chicago style. So that is why you can, when you read, when you add the reference or the bibliography at the time, you can copy and put easily. So, and then another statement here. This is another order. When I read another book, and this book is The State of Mind called Beautiful. So when I read this book, I found this statement. Sati means noting and observation. Why Upatana closely and firmly establish it on the object. The essence or establishment is the reason why the word is translated into English. Establishment often the word foundation is used. So when I found this statement, I see here Upatana means closely and firmly establishment on the object. The sense of establishment is reason why the word is translated into establishment. I like this establishment because when we focus, when we contemplate body, feeling, mind, and mental object, at the time our sati, our mind, our sati focus on these objects. So that is why our sati established on four objects. So that is why I like this statement, establishment. So I took this statement and CRO interpretation, follow that commentary interpretation. This interpretation follow of the three definition, three commentary interpretation. A foundation of mindfulness, cause of mindfulness, the established mindfulness or the present mindfulness. So of them, this interpretation follow the last one. So that is why Sati Yuva Patana, Sati Patana. So this interpretation follow the last interpretation of commentaries. That is why I took this statement and I gave the remark. Seattle interpretation follow the third commentary interpretation, right? And then this is order, this is the title and place, title. This is place, publication, years, and page number. So we can mark this cell because only the keyword is only Satipatthana. This is only for one book, the another books. This is also another book. That is why keyword is only one, but the statement is more. So that is why we can mark the cell here, right? Before this line, the row, first row, second row, third row, but we can select and mark, no? Right? Mark. We can. You can see in the Microsoft Word. You can mark cell. You can do mark cell here because this statement is for only Satipatthana. Keyword is only Satipatthana. This is one book. This is another book. This is also another book. That is why, if we take the note like that, when you read the book in the library, and at that time you find some statement or you find some sources. At that time you take the note in this list and put in your save in your laptop. And when you go here and there, if you bring that computer easily, you can bring your computer and you can write anywhere your topics very easy. Sometimes the candidate, they read the books and they just reading and not taking note. So that is why he paper, he restored the book in the library at the time. When he want to write next time, at the time he go to library and he read again. So the very busy. But if you read, when you read at the time when you found some statement, you call it like that, right? Very easy, and you can do your thesis everywhere as you like. Okay, that is why taking a note according to this list is very easy. But some scholar they took the note by cut. They use the cut and they write the order, time, years, publication, and the statement. They use the cut and they order the cut. It is also good, but nowadays we use the computer and we can write, we can type easily, and when we want to reference these sources, you can take easy and put copy and paste very easy. It is take short time, right? Easily you can do easily your thesis as you like. So that is why if by following such kind of taking note, you can do your thesis without difficulty and easily. Taking note. Yeah, you can create. Not so difficult that this list. You can create such kind of list and take and put, copy and paste. Some PDF file can copy, but some PDF file we can't we can't do. We can't do. But at the time we have to type. We have to type. Some PDF file we can copy and paste here, and very easy. And but sometimes your laptop can face problems. So at that time to recover, you have to use OneDrive or some iCloud. I use the OneDrive. OneDrive. By using OneDrive, you can sit in this OneCloud. If you use single account, you can use with your phone, your laptop, your desktop. What anything you can use easily, because this OneDrive account can put in the phone, in the laptop, in the desktop. So that is why I bring here now this laptop. In this laptop, I have OneDrive account. That is why I can write here any data, but this data can use in my desktop because only single drive. So that is why you have to use by using OneDrive or iCloud, you can save your data. So that is why now time is complete. Okay. So do you want to ask any question regarding academic reading and taking note? This time is question and answer, maybe for 15 minutes. You can ask. If you want to ask something, if you want to know something, you can ask regarding your thesis. Oh, sorry. Here I keep some link, internet link. So you can search so many sources from these link and you can read so many primary source and secondary source, especially secondary source. After reading academically, you have to take a note systematically, but this is depend on your idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, about the first reading, the fourth method is evidence. Sometimes we see the evidence second like this, especially when we read the some books. At the time we see we can take the evidence from this book. At the same time, we received the second sources at this point, but as evidence he quote. At the time, when we take that kind of second quote, how can we do to the? Especially, I think that kind of quote we should take it from the primary source.
So some scientific research, the first research is the primary source, and then the another researcher quote from his own searching, from his own research. At that time, we can call this is a primary source.
Yeah.
But in our Buddhist study, the primary source is a Pali Atthakara Tika.
Yeah.
This is for Buddhist study. But another research, scientific research or others research, they can be the first researcher, the first finding should be primary source.
Yeah. But here the other quote from the Sanskrit. From the Sanskrit at the time we can't reach that kind of books. At the time, how should we do it? Yes, he quoted the Sanskrit.
Yeah, but at the time you have to quote by using according to who is the author, another author. For example, when I give some sources, but I do not, I can't read primary sources.
Yeah.
At the time, I use, for example, Lady Silva cited. Maybe the past author maybe Rupakate. So at that time, Rupakate cited by Bhikkhu Nalayo. You can use it like that.
Yeah.
The opinion of
yeah.
Rupakate cited by Bhikkhu Nalayo. You can use something like that.
Yes. It is reliable.
Yeah. But the original, so if you can use the original primary source, it is more reliable.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you can't read, if you can't search the original source at that time, you can use like that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. At the same time, I want to know another one. And this paper also include the Google Scholar. I use a lot of Google Scholar Academia.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Central also. Yeah, sometimes a Google Scholar, what do you think about the Google Scholar? Is it reliable or not?
Google Scholar maybe a reliable because this website is founded by scholar, so that is why we can use these sources as a reliable source.
Yeah, the one we cite, the kind of website, we should cite it. This is from the website, especially Google Scholar, like this.
You have to give the link. You have to
Yeah.
link and your search date. When you search the time, when you search this data, you have to give the link,
Yes.
Google Scholar link.
Yeah, yes. What about Soda Central next? Soda Center, nowadays we also can use the Soda Center from the Tipitica F. When we look at the Tipitica test at the same time, so we can enter the Soda Central into English translation.
Yeah.
At the time, we can see the page number at the Soda Central.
But as I said earlier, you can keep the link,
Yes.
link, and search date and link.
Yes.
Some book are uploaded in the internet,
Yeah.
but some can be downloaded. Some cannot be downloaded. So if you can't download, you can keep the link. You can keep the link for reference.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think such kind of question you have to ask the next professor, because he will teach sources. So my term is to present academic reading and taking note. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you want to ask anything, you can ask
Teacher,
openly.
I want to do I want to request your advisor because we have the Tipitaka Satatangana version
Yeah.
easily, but when we encounter some difficulty, especially given citation Palita society, because we don't have that sources. As when we give exact citation and publication date, we know we can access the Bali's Tagada Palita society in our Tibetan application, but we don't have the publication data because we are so much relying on the phone application, and also
So
our library doesn't have the PDF file.
at that time you have to keep the bibliography. In the bibliography, you can present. This is from maybe digital Pali reader, something like that. You can present.
Thank you, sir. Can we evaluate in Myanmar PDS
Yeah.
versions?
PDF version, some library, maybe I never see. I never see. They are very expensive, right?
Yes.
Very expensive. So that is why you can give reference. You can give the list of reference, the sources, by presently like that. This is according to PDS, according to CST4. If you want to know, you can see in my thesis. I present some PDS programs.
PDS program.
Yeah. I show some original Pali primary sources. I present book. Sometimes I use the CD-ROM. I show. Yeah. So that is why it is no problem. You can, for example, Tika Nikaya, volume 3, and you have to keep the digital Pali readers or CST4, something like that. You can keep, you can present in the bibliography.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We should request Chancellor Siaro to
Sometimes we use CD-ROM, CST4. CST4. By using CST4, you can give the number, PDS number, Bhami Chata Sangayana number appear in this program, in this CD-ROM, CST4. Do you use?
I didn't use.
CST4 also Pali Tipitaka software also mention PDS number.
Number, yeah.
Yeah, PDS number and Chada Sangayana version number and time also appear in this software. But the proper way is to the presentation that the original books is the proper writing. But if you don't find some teacher from the book at the time, you can keep reference in the CD-ROM.
CD-ROM.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. CST4, something like that. Do you use digital Pali reader?
Yes, sometimes I use digital. Mostly I use the application created by Upinyandasa.
Yeah. Digital Pali reader also express the PDS number, Amichata Sangayana number, and also time, version number.
Yes.
And also translation also it's available.
Yes. That BDS and number which edition? When we give a citation in bibliography.
This is auto link.
Oh, okay.
You can search with link digital Pali reader.
Oh, thank you.
Hello. I would like to ask a question. For some students, they collected data for their thesis. At the time, they find out data related to their thesis only in Bami book. So when they make thesis, they can use only Bami books without including English book.
But as I said earlier, these Bami books should be reliable. If they are reliable, maybe the author is Taungmyu Siaro, something like that, Masi Siaro, and maybe Bami traditional scholar, that the author should be scholar. If the scholar is, if the scholars are, if the author are scholar, you can use. But for PhD student, the PhD is a international academic fee. So that is why the author, the candidate should use both Burmese and English, because you are this. If you want to publish, if you want to publish this your thesis, so by using some Western scholar books, they can respect, no? Yeah, they can respect. They can be respect because of using international scholars sources, no? Scholarly work. So that is why you can use, even you can use only Burmese sources, but by using both is more excellent, right?
So, with only Burmese book, we cannot make, we cannot do this.
This is this is depend on your topic. This is depend on your topic.
Other are reliable.
Yeah.
That's Burmese scholar are reliable. So, I would like to know that.
So as I said earlier, this is depend on your research topic. Your research topics can do through the Burmese scholarly works. It may be, right? But your thesis is related general topic, maybe Satipatthana. If you want to write about Satipatthana, the application of Satipatthana, at the time, you have to cite both Burmese and English, because so many scholars, they study about Satipatthana in English medium. So that is why you have to use both. By using both English and Myanmar medium, your thesis maybe excellent topics, excellent thesis, right?
If there is no any English reference or book,
Yeah, if there is no English reference, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
But if there any work study, another scholar in English at the time, you have to read. You must read. You must cite them. Right?
Yeah.
Must, not have to. Okay? This is depend on your thesis, right? This is depend on your your thesis, because some thesis can do only Burmese sources. For example, the historical research about our Burmese history. At that time, we can use only Burmese historical scholarly work we can use, right? If any scholarly work in English, if not any scholarly work in English medium, at that time you can use Burmese sources. But I think Western scholars also study about the history of Myanmar. That is why you have to refer these. Yeah, maybe this is just example. Another question?
I want to note a reliable person.
Yeah.
I want to write Yoni Dominicana. That's why I collect data. The elements explain and about that. Some months explain calibration good way. Some second half. Some months explain calibration of good mind and heart. Some marks they explain we must know the cause. Something like that. There are a lot of definition, but they are not become able, and the words are not become able. That's why I want to literature review. We can use this words. They are words.
Maybe you have to do at least scholarly books, at least for PhD, 5 books.
Yeah.
After that, you can keep some audio record.
Yeah.
Audio record.
Yes.
You can keep with extra. You can use, but at least 5 academics book.
Yeah.
After that, you can keep, but it is not style.
Yeah.
When you write the thesis in your main thesis body, at the time you can present their opinion. But in the literature review, the academic work is more suitable. Academic work is more suitable. At least 5 books. I don't know according to your the manual books. How many books?
I read 2 or 3.
I mean
to
Venerable Chanaka, Professor Chanaka, when we teach you methodology, how many books for PhD? 5 books. Yeah.
5 books.
So according to this rule, you have to review scholarly works, 5 books.
Yeah.
This is enough. If you want to show others not prominent monks their opinion, if you want to say if you want to present their opinion, you can use in the body by discussing others' opinion.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
But it is not the book or it is not the article. At the time, you should not use in the literature review. Literature review should be, in the literature review, you have to present how you learn regarding your topics. How do you understand regarding your topics? You have to show your knowledge regarding your topic. That is why books is got
Good.
no, proper books or articles or some reliable sources should be present. Maybe palm leaves or stone scripture you can present. Stone scripture, palm leaf, pizza တို့ကြောက်စာတို့အဲ့လည်းပဲပြမယ်ဆိုရင်ပြောပါတယ်ခလုံးမပြနိုင်တော့ this is depend on your ability so that the good way is to by showing scholarly works by presenting scholarly works in the literature review it is good right
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
okay Okay, the last one, who want to ask question? The last one, maybe this is the last one because I will go but 4:30. Okay.
I want to ask the last.
Okay.
Yes, the Bhikkhu he presented his statement or other statements because I think this is a note is 41 another Bhikkhu body Bhikkhu Jnana Monika Thera.
Yeah.
I think this is a half opinion or citation.
Bhikkhu Nalyo, this is also others' opinion. He show. He show other opinion, but by showing other opinion, he want to argue the commentary. He want to argue. He want to get argument to commentary explanation. That is why this is maybe his opinion. The source is not his primary source. The source is the statement is giving from his handwork, but this is come from another sources. But in this statement, he want to give argument with commentary explanation. So that is why we have to understand. Bhikkhu Nalyo present according to canonical evidence and Sanskrit evidence. It is not his original work, but he present based on referencing these primary sources. He gave his opinion to against the commentary explanation.
Yeah. They want to support the other passage. Yes.
This is the canonical evidence and Sanskrit evidence is supporting sentence for his topic. Not for us. For this his topic, he used canonical evidence and Sanskrit evidence. This is he used to be strong his thesis.
Yes. Based on your explanation, I consider that his idea, Bhikkhu Jnana Monika Thera and Bhikkhu body idea also the same. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's stop here. Okay, to stop today our programs. Let's say Buddha Sasana Chidan Tetu 3 times. Okay. Buddha Sadanam Chidan Tetu. Buddha Sadanam Chidan Tetu. Buddha Sadanam Chidan Tetu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.